What if the biggest stage in America, where presidents sign laws, was set to host a cage fight? Laptoxaman, the Hall Isles. Lawn, bathed in flag-taped grass, echoing with roars from a UFC crowd. The date is already inked, June 14th, and rumors swirl louder than a fighter's first jab. But no one knows which champions will step onto that historic turf until this week. UFC's legendary commentator Jon Anik has finally tipped the scales on what he wants to see. He says, "I think you probably got to do the heavyweight championship." That's a bold claim, and it sends shockwaves through the MMA community. The heavyweight title is hotly contested. Fans have been craving a rematch between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane. Those two met at UFC 321 in October, but fate had other plans. An accidental eye poke turned their bout into a no contest, leaving everyone hung on the edge. Now Anik is calling for that same fight to be replayed on the White House lawn. He's not stopping there. He also wants to see Merab Dvalishvili take on Petr Yan. Yan snatched the belt from Dvalishvili in December, and now he's ready for redemption. But the real headline is a potential clash between Jon Jones and Alex Pereira. The world has been waiting years to witness those two legends finally meet. Anik says he hopes 4 or 5 undisputed titles will be contested under the Washington sky. He adds, "Hopefully God hears those words." That kind of faith in a fight is rare, and it fuels the speculation even more. Meanwhile, the UFC's first event on Paramount Plus, UFC 324, is also stirring up drama. Clayla Harrison was set to face Amanda Nunes, a dream match for fans worldwide. But just days before the fight, Harrison pulled out due to injury. The organizers scrambled and inserted Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong into the co-main. Anik remains optimistic that Harrison and Nunes will eventually meet. He believes it could happen in 6 or 8 months, if the stars align. Why does everyone want this fight? Because it would be the most significant matchup in women's MMA history. It would also cement the legacy of both fighters, forever linked in the annals of combat sports. The stakes are high. A title, a historic venue, and an audience that spans the nation. Yet, even as the UFC prepares for these monumental events, questions remain unanswered. Will the White House approve the fight? Will security protocols allow the cage to be set up on the lawn? And can the fighters truly bring their best in such a unique environment? Every time Anik mentions undisputed titles, his voice carries a hint of excitement that makes us all want more. He's painting a picture of champions dancing under the flag, gloves flying like fireworks. The tension builds as we wait for official confirmation from the UFC and Washington officials. Imagine the moment when the fighters step onto the grass. No crowd, no stadium lights, just the echoing chants from around the world. Some say it would change the game. Others argue it could be a logistical nightmare. But one thing is clear. People are glued to their screens, craving that final announcement. Now let's pause for a moment of suspense. What if the answer to all these questions is not what we expect? What if the biggest fight ever scheduled on the White House lawn is something entirely different? The anticipation is palpable. Every social media post fuels the speculation. And then, just when you think you've seen it all, a surprise revelation comes in. It turns out that the UFC's vision for June 14th isn't just one title fight, but a grand showcase of multiple champions. Anik's dream has materialized. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane will indeed headline the event. Merab Dvalishvili faces Petr Yan in a thrilling rematch, while Jon Jones and Alex Pereira finally lock eyes inside that iconic arena. The White House lawn becomes a battleground where history is written in sweat and courage. In short, the most anticipated fight of the year has found its place, under the flag, on the grass, for all to witness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more updates.